Hello viewers, I am Mr. Dilip Kumar Pal, stand before you with a topic known as Role of Planning Commission. And this topic is found in DSE-2 of 5th semester, and the name of the paper is Development Process and Social Movements in Contemporary India. So far as role of planning commission is concerned, five aspects of it have been focused in this video. Number one, origination of planning commission, composition of planning commission, functions of planning commission, roles of planning commission, and failures of planning commission. First we will take off origination of planning commission. But before I start origination of planning commission, I want to inform my viewers that in my channel most of the topics of plus 2 first year to plus 2 second year, both in Odia and English, and plus 3 first semester including EVS, to plus 3 fifth semester are available both in Odia and English. I request my viewers to make best use of my channel, and you will get the benefit in two ways in my video. You can watch whiteboard and you can write down your notes, or if you listen me also you can write down your notes. And I want to inform that my viewers that if you have not subscribed my channel, subscribe so that benefit will be yours, and request your friends, those who are in plus 2 first year to second year, plus 3 first semester to fifth semester, to subscribe my channel so that at least some students will be aware about this channel and they will get benefits. Let us start. Origination of Indian Planning Commission. USSR or Union of Soviet Socialist Republic was able to make quick economic progress by the medium of planning. So as USSR or Union of Soviet Socialist Republic made quick economic progress by planning, so Indian leaders also wanted to use planning as a mean to make quick economic progress of the country India. So, in order to make quick economic progress of India, Indian leaders imitated the planning method of USSR in general and the planning of Stalin in particular. So after being influenced by the planning method of USSR in general and planning method of Stalin in particular, in 1938, Subhash Chandra Bose, after being influenced by a scientist, Meghnad Shah, formed National Planning Committee, and M. Visvesvaraya was made the chairman of the National Planning Committee. And after M. Visvesvaraya, Jawaharlal Nehru became the chairman of National Planning Committee. And in 1944 to 1946, British government also formed an advisory planning board to make quick economic development of the country. But after independence, on 15th March 1950, Planning Commission was established and it continued up to 17th August 2014. Means Planning Commission India worked for 64 years when it was replaced by Niti Aayog, National institution for transforming India which was formed on 17th August 2014. It means Planning Commission of India continued up to 17th August 2014 when it was replaced by Niti Aayog. It means Planning Commission of India continued for 64 years. It is all about the origination of Planning Commission of India. Now let's see. Its composition. The Planning Commission of India consists of a chairman. The Prime Minister is its chairman. Number 2, a deputy chairman. And it is the function of the deputy chairman to prepare the plan and submit the plan in the central cabinet. And this deputy chairman has the power to attend the cabinet meetings, but he has no right to vote. And he is given the status of a cabinet minister. So the Planning Commission consists of a chairman, the Prime Minister is the chairman. Number 2, deputy chairman. The deputy chairman is a permanent member. He has the responsibility to prepare the plan and submit the plan in the central secretariat. He can attend the cabinet meeting, central cabinet meeting, but he has no right to vote. He is given the status of a cabinet minister. So beside the chairman, Prime Minister and deputy chairman, the finance minister and the planning minister, they are the ex officio member of the Planning Commission. Then some central ministers have given the membership of the Planning Commission. Then renowned educationists, scientists and experts of different fields have been given the membership of the Planning Commission. And this Planning Commission is a non-constitutional and non-statutory body. It means it is not provided by the constitution, so it is non-constitutional. It is not made by the Act of Parliament, so it is non-statutory. And it sits in the Yojana Bhavan in New Delhi. So this is all about the origination and composition of the Planning Commission of India. Now discuss its functions. The first function of the Planning Commission is that formulate plan for the effective and balanced utilization of human capital and material resources of the country. The first function of the Planning Commission is to make a plan by which there will be effective and balanced utilization of the capital, human resources and natural resources of the country. Number 2, it prepares plan for development priority wise and propose allocation of resources. Number 2, another function of the Planning Commission is to prepare the plan for the country priority wise and allocate resources for the plan. It prepares plan in such a manner that important sectors will be given importance, then less important field. Not only prepares plan priority wise, but also it allocates resources for the plan. Number 3, it determines strategy and machinery to implement plan. It not only prepares the plan, but prepare the strategy and machinery how to implement the plan. Number 4, monitors every stage of plan and its progress. It not only prepares the plan, but monitors progress of the plan. It watches factors retarded economic development. It monitors factors which are obstacles for the development of the country. It advises both central government and state government on economic sphere, but never discloses its differences with the central government and state government. It gives advices to central government and state government on economic matters, but it never discloses, makes it public about its differences with the central government or state government. It implements plan on the basis of economic reform. It implements plan on the basis of new economic reforms of the country. Finally, it watches targets to be achieved by central ministers. Another function of the Planning Commission is that it gives target to central ministries. It wants that these central ministries will achieve their target within a stipulated time bound period. So these are all the functions of the Planning Commission. Now see, roles of Planning Commission. The first role of the Planning Commission is that it monitors different targets to be achieved within a fixed time. The first role of the Planning Commission is that it monitors implementation of the plan within a stipulated time limit. The first role of the Planning Commission is to implement the plan within a stipulated time limit. Number two, it encourages states to play a prime role. It encourages states to play a prime role in implementation of plan with center as its secondary and supportive role. Another role of the Planning Commission is to see that in the implementation of the plan, states should play a prime role, but central government should play a second role. But previously, central government was playing a prime role, states were playing a second role. But another role of Planning Commission is to see that state government should play a prime role and central government should play a second role in the implementation of plan. Number three, it wants to execute good governance in the field of execution of plan, like involvement of people, NGOs, civil society, and stress to transparency, efficiency, and accountability of civil servants. Another role of the Planning Commission is to execute principle of good governance in the execution of plan. It wants good governance means it wants to involve people, civil society, NGOs in the implementation plan. It wants to see how civil servants will play their role in a transparent, accountable, and efficient way. Now, four, use of information technology in execution of plan to make national plan successful. It wants to execute information technology in the execution of plan. Then it awards government to give more priority to agriculture to boost economic development. It encourages government to give more priority to agriculture to boost economic development. It awards government, it advises government to give more priority to agriculture so that national development can be possible. It wants to make government to give more priority to agriculture. Then it targets to raise standard of living of people. It wants to raise standard of living of people. It gives priority to balanced development of the country. Another role of Planning Commission is to give priority to the balanced development of the country. It sees that how all areas of the country will develop simultaneously. Then it sees balanced utilization of resources of the country. It wants how resources of the country will be utilized for the balanced development of the country. Finally, it watches closely economic policies of both state and central government. It watches economic policies of both central and state governments. So these are the roles of the Planning Commission of India. Now discuss what are its failures, what are its weak points for which it has been criticized. Number one, Indian Planning Commission is criticized because future plans are not made by taking into account previous plans. Indian Planning Commission has been criticized because it prepares future plans without considering past plans and prevailing plans. Number two, long-term goals are not given priority. Planning Commission is not giving importance to long-term goals. It gives priority to short-term goals. So it is criticized. Number three, it fails to promote balanced economic development of the country. Planning Commission of India has been criticized because till now it fails to promote balanced development of the country. Due to this reason, in India at present, some regions have developed, some regions till now have not developed. It fails to promote balanced development of the country. Fifth, it does not give priority to projects which generate employment. Planning Commission does not give priority to projects which generate employment. That is why in India unemployment problem is growing day by day. Fifth one, Planning Commission is not working in a neutral way. It is always under political pressure. Planning Commission of India is criticized because it is not working in neutral way. It works under political pressures. It is being influenced by politicians. Sixth, it gives excessive importance to PSU. It is in Planning Commission of India has been criticized because it gives excessive priority to public sector undertakings, PSU. Then 7, it gives priority to establish public sector undertakings in backward area. It gives priority to establish PSU in backward area where skilled workers are not available. It is another criticism. Then it establishes PSU in those areas where cheap labor, materials, market, transportation and communication are not available. Planning Commission stress to establish public sector undertakings in those areas where cheap labor, cheap raw materials, easy transportation, easy communication are not available. So in this video we have discussed origination of Planning Commission, composition of Planning Commission, functions of Planning Commission, rules of Planning Commission and failures of Planning Commission. I have full confidence that this video will be very much useful to 5th semester students of degree level. Thank you. Have a good day.